This is Daily Bread Ministries, a place of truth. I am your student pastor. Uh, Today we are going to introduce a new segment. It's called Straight to the Point. Um, and today's discussion is about Eve. The reason I want to discuss Eve briefly is because of a interview between Jesse Lee Peterson and a female pastor where a question was asked about the fall of humanity and do you blame the man for the woman listening to the devil? And the female pastor began to uh, kind of blame Adam, saying, well, where was Adam? And, God gave the command to Adam. And I hear this kind of rhetoric often from male and female alike, where they're under the impression that Eve was unaware of the responsibility of not eating from the tree, of not being involved, so that they're under the impression that Eve, was naive and did not know what she was doing, but the scripture says otherwise. So briefly, let's go to Genesis chapter 3, and I'm going to be reading this out of the NIV. So we're just going to read Genesis chapter 3, a few verses real quick to try to shed some light on this discussion. So Genesis chapter 3, verse 2, the woman said to the serpent. So that lets you know who's talking right away. This is a conversation between the woman, Eve, and the serpent. The woman said to the serpent, we may eat fruit from the trees in the garden, but God did say, you must not eat fruit from the tree that is in the middle of the garden, and you must not touch it, or you will die. So that's taking responsibility right there, letting you know that the woman knew better. She knew better. But the devil, in his cunningness, began to run game on her. Okay? Just like some of the brothers or some of the people that we come across in the streets out here, and you see them running game on a female somewhere, and yeah, right? So the devil began to run game on her, and he got her. He got her to do what he wanted her to do. I try to explain that the devil is unlawful. He can't do anything to you, but he's constantly making suggestions. So he's the reason that they call him a serpent is because he's a whisperer. He's constantly whispering in your ear if you don't know how to resist the devil or cause the devil to flee and things like that. He's constantly making suggestions for you to do something to get in trouble. But he doesn't do it himself. So let's continue reading verse 4. You will not certainly die, the serpent said to the woman. For God knows that when you eat from it, your eyes will be opened and you will be like God, knowing good and evil. Let's pause real quick. This is what he told her. This is the line that the devil used on the woman to get her to cheat on God. She knew better, right? So she's resisting the devil at first, like, no, I can't do this. I shouldn't do this. I don't want to get in trouble with the Lord. This is what she's saying earlier in the scripture, right? And the devil says, God knows that the day you eat of this tree, you will be like God. and she fell for it. This is the fall of humanity. The woman wanted to be like God. That's very important. That's very important for you to understand. She wanted knowledge, power, and control. She wanted to be like God. Let's finish reading. When the woman saw that the fruit of the tree was good for food and pleasing to the eye, and also desirable for gaining wisdom, she took some and ate it. So, in closing, right, this is to shed some light, do away with any of the excuses that male and females alike make about the fall of humanity and Eve's responsibility in it. Eve knew exactly what she was doing. She knew right from wrong, right? And she chose wrong because the devil offered her something that she wanted more than God. The woman wanted to be like God more than she wanted God. So leave your questions, comments, concerns in the comment section. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Thank you for listening. This is Daily Bread Ministries, a place of truth. And we just wanted to get straight to the point.
Why does a woman listen to the devil all the time?
Well, she listened. She was supposed to be protected by men.
What?
Because he gave the direct order and the responsibility to the men first.
So you're blaming the man that the woman listened to the devil?
Say that again.
Are you blaming the man that the woman listened to the devil?
What I'm saying is, the Lord.
Are you blaming the man that the woman listened to the devil?
He gave Adam the direct order.
Are you blaming the man that the woman listened to the devil?
I am saying that God gave the responsibility to
that's not what I asked. Are you blaming the man? Are you blaming the man that the woman listened to the devil?
Well, you blaming the woman.
I'm asking you, are you blaming the man? Are you blaming the man that the woman listened to the devil?
Are you blaming the woman?
You're not answering the question.
You're not answering the question.
It's my show.